Ooh, okay. We're going to talk about manifestation. So for those who know, because I've got a fair few new followers. So for those who don't know, manifestation, in my opinion, the way that I view it, is the physical outcome of our state of being, what's going on in here. So we are spiritual beings living a human experience, not the other way around. We are spiritual beings living a human experience. There is out the quantum field, source energy, God, higher power, whatever resonates with you, whatever people call it. I like to call it source energy or the quantum field. I'm not religious, so I don't like to say God, but there is a greater power out there. There is source energy, and all the quantum fields where it is you can't see it, non-physical, and it's energy. Everything is energy. So this is quantum mechanics here that we're talking about, where everything is made up of tiny atoms. So you look at physical objects and it's just made up of these tiny little atoms, which are vibration. It's vibration. Everything vibrates at a particular wavelength. Lower frequencies, lower vibration. There's higher vibration. When you look at emotions or feelings, if you've ever seen the scale, the vibration scale, when someone says like a low vibe, high vibe, that's what they mean. So the lower emotions, lower feeling emotions like sadness, anger, resentment, all of those emotions are lower vibrations. They're vibrating at a lower frequency. So when you're operating at a particular frequency, because our mind, our thoughts, our emotions, it's all vibrations, words, what we speak out, it's all a vibration. We're sending out energetically or vibrationally what we are a match to, what we want to match up to. So when you think of manifestation, just think of like whatever you're vibrationally sending out, it's gonna bring back to you what is a match. That is how I like to view life, is just a game, an energetic game. When you can understand and learn how energy operates, you can manipulate energy to get what you want, hopefully in a good way. That's what we came here to do. That's what Dolores Cannon says. There are universal laws as well. I won't really go into them, but there's the law of attraction, which I think a lot of us have heard, law of vibration, law of duality, law of polarity, law of assumption. So many universal laws. These universal laws are not man-made. They've been there. They're there. It's been there for unity. And when you start to understand the universal laws, you can use them and incorporate them in your life to also be able to manifest what you want. Now, I have a very, very different, unique way of looking at life. So different, so unique. A lot of people will not be able to understand. This is why I don't have friends, because people just don't understand me. I can see and feel how I am source. I am one with source. I am one with the universe. We are all fragments. We are all connected. We are all one, essentially. But because we have our own self-concept, we have the ability to be able to think for ourselves, we've adapted to feeling lack, separated and all this stuff. But what I've learned to understand is that we're all one and we're all connected. Now, when you look at life, realities, there's so many different parallel realities that are existent in one moment in time. So it's all happening instantaneously. So when you're thinking of something, like you're thinking of being a bad bitch, let's say, for example, then you're into that reality. And then when you change to think, oh, I'm not a bad bitch, I'm ugly or whatever, right? You change the thought, you think, oh, I'm ugly. You're shifting into that reality. So we're constantly shifting every moment of every day. Multiple times a day. We just can't see it. We can't see energy. I mean, we can see vibrations in certain ways, like, let's say, for example, on a speaker. You know, when you see a speaker, doof, 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 you can see it. That's vibration. But we can't see it. So when we are so unaware because our five senses cannot internalize it, cannot rationalize it, whatever. So just think multiple times a day you're going in and out of different realities, like within milliseconds. So if you're in one reality, thinking of one thing, and then you change your thought, you're swapping realities. Well, if you want a particular outcome, a certain reality, what happens is that you tune into that reality, you tap into that reality, and you stay there. That's literally all you have to do. But bear with me, right? Obviously, there's more to this. Because we're tapping into different realities so quickly that we don't even realize. When we tap into the type of reality that we want with a particular outcome, we look at our physical circumstances and we realize that, or we think that we're not in that reality because it's not physically in front of us. So then we then shift realities back into that other reality where we don't have it. So if you want money, this is a prime example. So when I was manifesting money, I fucked up so many times. We all do, because when we want to manifest money, we tap into that reality of us having that money. So there's a version of us where we have, let's say, 10 grand in the bank. And that was one big manifestation. I remember the biggest manifestation when I first started was manifesting 10K, and I did it. And this is exactly what I did. I tapped into the reality of me having $10,000 in the bank. So I shifted into that reality. But what happened was that when I opened my eyes and I looked at my bank account and I didn't have the money, I then shifted back into that reality of not having any money or not having 10 grand. So I'm trying to explain it as easy as possible. Because we do that with everything in life. We've dedicated our whole life to relying on our life externally, that it controls our life internally. Now, on the spiritual way of looking at things, remember, we're spiritual beings living a human experience. So if you want to perfect your life, if you want to manipulate energy, if you want to have, like, if you came here and you're like, fuck, I want to have a fucking amazing life, then this is how you do it. You tap into the reality that you want, that is to what you desire, and you stick to it. You stick to that outcome. You make sure that it's done internally. Internally, it has to be done. And by doing this, it's by thinking of what it would be like thinking of the result, feeling into the result, and changing who you are to that result. And the more that you focus and you dedicate your time and energy, your energy into this outcome, this reality, it'll manifest into physical reality, and that is manifestation. And by doing that, the vibration will match up to what you're wanting or what you're calling in to your internal reality. And it will match up as manifested in physical reality. That is the manifestation and what I am talking about right now. Famous painter. Oh my God, I cannot remember what the fuck is his name. Van Gogh. Am I talking about him? I don't know. Anyway, he dreamt of his paintings. So his paintings were already done within his mind because he had dreamt them. And then he painted them, which was the physical result. But it was done in the spiritual realm. It was done spiritually already, internally. So when I go about life, I always make sure that it's done internally first. It's already accepted. It's a done deal. So when I want something manifested, I ask myself, who am I? Who is JesyLee, having had that experience, that manifestation, that physical thing that I am wanting to manifest? And I make sure that I tap into that reality. Because let's think, if you wanted that relationship, let's say you wanted that relationship. If you were in the relationship, how would you feel? What would be the conversations that you would be having? Who would you be, essentially? And if you're telling me that you want to have an amazing relationship and you're walking around saying to yourself that I can't find anyone, I can't find that person, then you're reaffirming that reality of you not being able to find someone. So tap into the reality of that relationship that you desire, and knowing that whenever you desire something, it's already done. Like if you desire something, it's done. There is a reality. There is a version of you, a reality where you already have that thing. That is the beautiful, powerful thing about the life that we live in. And energy is that it's already done. It's just our stupid ass minds want to expect it to be physically present for us to be able to believe that this is our experience. And so I made an episode a couple of weeks ago, I think, where it was like I practiced this belief in the morning where doing less was more, and it was an internal belief. So I shifted my state of being, who I am, and my reality to doing less is actually receiving more. And I tapped into that energy all day, that version of me all day, that reality all day. And I had received $700 worth of clients within a space of 20 minutes and the reason why that happened was because I was vibrating. My reality was done, right? My reality was done. I was in an energetic, vibrational state where it was already done. Doing less is more. That was my reality. There was no changing that. And so all that had to happen was life had to give that to me. I was a vibrational match for that. So it was sending it back to me. That's how vibration, it's like a magnet. It's like pulling a magnet. It's like I am attracting that. And so really quickly, and this can happen quickly, obviously, depending on what it is and whatever, and how good you are at doing that. But like within half a day, I received $700 worth of clients within 20 minutes because that was my reality. I'd already declared it and that was it. So life had to give it to me. The universe had to give it to me. That's how manifestation works. It's actually really powerful. I had a very different outlook on manifestation when I first started. Very different. But when you understand who you are, your power, and how life works, that you're a spiritual being living a human experience, not the other way around. Stop looking outside of you for what's already in you. If you want something, get it right inside first. Experience the life, experience the thing that it is that you want internally first. And the way that helps me do it is thinking of it, feeling it, and becoming it. You attract what you are, not what was it? Wayne Dyer, I can't remember. He's like, you manifest from a place of who you are, not what you want, or something like that. I can't remember. I butchered that. So you attract, your life is a reflection. Your life is a soul mirror reflection of in here. Like if you literally put up a mirror in front of you, that's what's projecting out. That's what it's reflecting back to you. So I can tell you right now, the more that you look at your outside circumstances, the more that you're going to receive outside circumstances, because you're tapping into that reality and you're reaffirming that type of reality. It's obviously it's a mindset game. You've got to be on top of your mind. You've got to be on top of your desired outcome by reminding yourself the reality that in which you are wanting to experience. Like tapping into the reality, knowing it's a done deal, knowing that that's who you are and that's your outcome, and continue from a place of living in that experience every single day, regardless of what the outcome, like life is currently showing you. You want to manifest all this money, who gives a fuck how much money is in your bank account? Because it's irrelevant. The more that you pay attention to the money in your bank account, which is not much money, the more you are in that reality of having not much money, the more that you're going to experience not much money. Change the reality, change your circumstances internally, change your life internally, and it will show up externally. One piece of advice I'll give you: don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone, because people that don't get it are going to think that you're fucking crazy. My dad thought I was crazy, still does. Certain people around me thought I was crazy, but it's the more that you stand firm in your beliefs and you don't expect, you don't tell anyone, you don't expect anyone to fucking, support you in that way. You're just so confident. Shit moves really fast. You'll start manifesting things really fast. Really, 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 really fast. I promise you. It's so cool when you really get to have fun with it. So people that are starting out with manifestation, you've heard all this, you're probably like, I've never fucking done this before. Like, I need to get used to it kind of thing. Start with something that you don't care about, because when you don't care about something, there's less resistance, there's less attachment, you're letting go, which means you're allowing it to come in. Another big part of manifestation is that we often feel like we have to hold on so tightly to that result or to that thing. But when we do that, we're creating resistance. Like low-key, there's like a feeling or a belief deep down of us not feeling like it's going to happen or not feeling good enough for it. So when you let go of the resistance, you're surrendering, you're allowing the physical part of the manifestation to come in. So when you're manifesting something that you don't care about, like a free coffee, you'll forget about it. You'll forget you even set the intention. And then you'll be like the next day or 2 days later or whatever, you'll be like, someone will give you free coffee and you'll be like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck is going on? You'll be like, I manifested that. And then you want to do it again and again and again, because you've set the intention that it's your reality. This is how it works. You've tapped into the reality where you have received a free coffee. You've then let it go because you don't really care about the coffee. Like, you've got other shit to do. So you're still in that result because you're not thinking about it. You're not thinking about where is it? Is it going to come? It's never going to come. It's not even your train of thought. So you're still in that reality. All that has to happen is the universe has to give it to you. You know what I mean? And so without you realizing it, you get your free coffee. wow, amazing, done deal. Start with that and let me know how you go. I would love to hear it. Tell me if you do it. Let me know. That's because that was one of the first things that I manifested. I then went on to manifest $10,000 in about 3 months. And this was me having no money, no clues to where it was going to come from, but I manifested $10,000. And it took every single day of reaffirming and remembering the reality that I was in tune with, so that I could receive the $10,000 in physical form. So, like, I had moments where my ego would creep in and be like, "You're never going to get the money. Where is it going to come from?" Because our logical mind wants to figure out how. This is why we never get anywhere in life. It's because we want something, but then our first reaction is how. We have no idea how we're going to do it. It's never going to happen. That shit doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Just get rid of that mindset. Figure out what the fuck you want and claim that reality. Step into that reality version of you that already has it. And that's what I did with the $10,000. I had to reaffirm that multiple times a day because my ego kept coming in and telling me otherwise and kept shifting me back into the old reality where I didn't have the $10,000 because it wasn't in my bank account. But I knew that it was a done deal. The more I practiced, the easier it became. Within 3 months, there you have it. I had $10,000. I even had the screenshots. There were 2 payments. The screenshots are in one of my early Instagram posts if you want to have a look for proof. It fucking happened within 2-3 months. I think it was 16 weeks. I can't even remember. But it was because I stayed in... I reaffirmed that outcome. I kept tapping into that reality. And every time my mind wanted to say otherwise, I said, nope, this is my reality of me having $10,000. I reminded myself how fucking good it felt to have $10,000 in my bank account, even though it wasn't physically there. I didn't give a fuck because it doesn't matter. Your physical result, the amount of money in your bank account is a reflection of what you believe in here. So your life in the past thought you weren't worthy of much money. This is one thing I'll say. If you're not happy with your life, if you're looking at your outer results and going, shit, this is shit, then that says a lot for your internal belief system. So start fucking changing it. Change that shit. Get clear. Use manifestation. Manifestation is chef's kiss. It's so fucking good. I love it. And I have fun with it now. So much fun. And every day I reaffirm who I am. I wake up in the morning, I reaffirm who I am with my certain manifestations and goals, and then I go about as though they've already happened in life. Now, here is the last thing that I'll say before I go, is that manifestation, a lot of people think that we don't have to do anything. We're sitting there twiddling our thumbs. Absolutely fucking not. When you are so concrete in that reality of you having your manifestation, you're a different person. You're actually a different person. So if you had that desired outcome, what type of person would you be? Who would you be? I guarantee you. So if you were trying to if you were manifesting a specific relationship, and yet you were tapping into that reality, you would be carrying around, like you would be walking around, talking to different people, communicating, going out or whatever, meeting new people, blah, blah, blah. You wouldn't be sitting on the couch as the old version of you would be doing, going, fuck, I hate people. You're not the same person. It's just facts. So for you to sit down and take a, step back and just to think of your desired outcome and to dwell in it, it's only going to get you so far. You have to become a different version of yourself, which is the match to your manifestation. So for me, when I first started my business, I was manifesting this particular business. I still am. It's quite different now, but I still am. And in order for me to be this person, I tapped into that version of me. Once I opened my eyes after meditation or whatever, I was like, okay, who would I be? Like, me being in this reality what would I be doing? What would the decisions that I'd make, like how would I be going about doing things? It wouldn't be doing what I was currently doing, because then that's me stepping back into that other reality, the old reality. This is a new, different reality that I've tuned into. And this new reality of me with having this thriving business was actually showing up online, doing this, doing that. Mind you, this shit scared me. It was getting out of my comfort zone. And this is where growth comes from. There's so many elements to this process, which is so profound and awesome. But with manifestation, this is what you have to do. Become a new version of who you are. And this is the same thing in physical reality. Like, you wouldn't be having the conversations with the same shitty friends, right? You would fuck them off. You would have new friends. You would be doing different things, making different decisions. You'd be going to work another way. I don't know. Things would be different. I can tell you that right now. So ask yourself what the fuck you want. What do you want to manifest? Tap into that reality and reaffirm that reality. And the more you practice tapping into that version of you, which is already right now, because time is an illusion. There's no past, there's no future, there's only the present moment. The present moment is exactly what's happening right now. This is what creates your future. So tap into that reality and stay in that reality. What would you do in that reality? That reality version of you, what would you be doing with your manifestation, or with, as you are, to have that manifestation? And things will change. Things in life will unfold. It doesn't matter about the how. It just matters. You just got to get clear on what it is that you want. Life will show you. The universe will present things that is so unimaginable, so incredible, so much better than you expect. You've just got to believe in that. And that's where I leave that. So hopefully this was a very juicy, helpful, fun topic to talk about. If you want to learn more about manifestation, then that's what my coaching is all about. I coach on mindset, spirituality, paradigms, your subconscious mind, all that type of stuff. I coach about everything and everything. My gift, my intuitive gift, like my psychic abilities, are that I know what you need and what your problems are and how to help you. So I'm multi-dimensional. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, I hope this video helped, or this episode helped. And if you want me to talk more about my manifestation, I'm more than happy to talk about it, because I fucking love this shit. But until next time, have a great motherfucking day.